Mary Cooper was one of the emotional anchors of Young Sheldon, and whether viewers agreed with her methods or not, there's no denying she was portrayed as a strong, deeply faithful matriarch who carried her family through some incredibly difficult seasons of life. From the very beginning of Young Sheldon, Mary is defined by two things: her unwavering Christian faith and her fierce devotion to her children. Living in East Texas during the late 1980s and early 1990s, she holds tightly to her beliefs, not just as a spiritual practice, but as a survival tool. Her faith isn't background decoration. It shapes every decision she makes. It informs how she parents Sheldon, how she supports Georgie and Missy, and how she navigates her complicated marriage to George Sr. What makes Mary strong isn't perfection. It's persistence. She is raising a child prodigy who doesn't share her religious worldview, a daughter who often feels overlooked, and a son who struggles to find his place, all while managing financial strain and marital tension. That's not easy. Yet Mary shows up every day with structure, discipline, and conviction. Her faith, in particular, is central to her strength. Mary doesn't just attend church, she lives her beliefs. She volunteers, prays constantly, and turns to scripture in moments of fear and uncertainty. When Sheldon challenges her religious ideas with science and logic, she doesn't abandon her beliefs. She wrestles with them. She defends them. And sometimes, she quietly questions them. That internal tension makes her more human and relatable. One of Mary's greatest strengths is her protective instinct. Sheldon's intelligence sets him apart socially and academically, and Mary becomes his shield. She advocates for him at school, defends him against judgment, and ensures he has opportunities to grow. Some viewers see her as overly protective, but in her mind, she's preparing him for a world that won't always be kind to someone different. At the same time, her love for Georgie and Missy often manifests differently. Georgie challenges her authority, and Missy calls out her inconsistencies. But Mary's firmness with them comes from the same place as her gentleness with Sheldon. She wants her children to succeed. She wants them safe. She wants them grounded in values she believes will sustain them. Her marriage to George Sr. also highlights her strength. Their relationship is far from perfect. There are disagreements about parenting, finances, and faith. But Mary stands firm in what she believes is right for the family. She isn't passive. She voices her concerns. She pushes back. Even in moments of doubt or hurt, she continues trying to hold the family unit together. Another key aspect of Mary's character is resilience. Life in the Cooper household is rarely smooth. There are academic pressures, financial struggles, church politics, and personal disappointments. Yet Mary rarely collapses under the weight of it all. She leans into prayer. She leans into routine. She leans into responsibility. Importantly, Young Sheldon doesn't portray her faith as naive. It portrays it as complicated. There are moments when her belief system is challenged, especially as Sheldon's scientific worldview grows stronger. But instead of being written as foolish, Mary is shown as thoughtful and emotionally intelligent. She may not understand advanced physics, but she understands people. She understands community. She understands sacrifice. And that's what makes her matriarch. Not control, but commitment. Not dominance, but dedication. Mary Cooper isn't flawless. She can be strict, judgmental, and sometimes overly rigid. But those flaws are part of what make her real. Her strength doesn't come from never faltering. It comes from always returning to her core values when things fall apart. In Young Sheldon, Mary represents stability in a household filled with chaos and change. She's the moral compass, the spiritual center, and the emotional glue that holds the Cooper family together. Strong, faithful, determined. Mary Cooper may not always have had all the answers, but she never stopped trying to guide her family with love and conviction. And that's what truly defines her as the heart of the Cooper household.